Happy Friday, happy weekend. I know you're working for it. Dun 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 now, now. Welcome. This is going well, I think, with David Cooper. I'm David Cooper. It's the show where no one's listening, no one cares, and where every episode's the last episode. You're going to either love or hate this. Let's go all the way back to September. Last month, I'm at Burning Man. I know I said I would stop talking about this festival, but I just got a copy of a show that I did. Let me set the stage for you. If you heard the news at the time, everyone was stuck at this event because of the rain. Well, as the roads started to open, people started to leave. And of course, we, the radio station that I work at, were forced to broadcast a little longer than we wanted, and I got called to broadcast on the day where everybody started leaving. I'd been up really late the night before. I planned absolutely nothing, and I was extremely strung out. And rather furious because the night before I had lost a water bottle. So, a creative idea, a moment of blinding brilliance occurred to me. I would do a 2-hour show demanding people search for my water bottle instead of leaving an event where they were trapped. Most people rather selfishly chose to leave instead of help me find the water bottle. The event itself selfishly did not shut down the roads and put out an Amber Alert for my water bottle. And well, I was pissed. I don't know. The idea of doing 2 hours of radio asking for a water bottle is both incredibly annoying but also incredibly hilarious to me. So here's the show. I just chilled out. I played a bunch of country music, which I can't include in this show for copyright reasons, so you'll just hear fun fills. So sit back and enjoy the weirdness of radio where I'm playing to a bunch of dirty, dirty hippies. We are back with BMIR 94.5, the voice of the band. I am David, sometimes known as 86, sometimes known as Butthole Steve, occasionally known as Please Leave, but definitely known as your host for this morning. We're going to listen to some music, maybe take a few of those calls. The sun is rising. I am deliriously tired. Are you deliriously tired? If you are, I'm glad you had fun last night, but maybe don't drive. Maybe take a nap. But I do have good news for anyone heading out of Black Rock City. The current gate wait times are 2.5 hours from greeters to gravel. That does not include traffic within the city. There may be a little bit of that, but if you are planning on hitting the road, now actually would not be a terrible time. The weather is just gorgeous outside. It is mild. It is sunny. The sun has risen. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about loss. 11 years ago, I bought a water bottle, and it was my water bottle for Burning Man. It's got all the stickers from all the camps I've been in, BMIR from over the years, and last night I lost my black water bottle. It's so old. I haven't been in a camp with another David in 10 years, but this water bottle is labeled David C, because 10 years ago there was another David in my camp. And I'm neurotic. I label my things. And I think this is a metaphor. When I'm anxious, I'm either leaving a place that I don't want to leave, or I'm going to a place that I'm nervous to go to. I fixate. When I'm packing, if I can't find that one thing I'm looking for, a pair of socks, a jacket, something I may not ever use, something that's easily replaceable, it can sometimes paralyze me. But I'm trying to let go. And yet here I am talking to you about my water bottle. The last time I think I saw it was on El Popo, the octopus art car. So if there is a black water bottle labeled David C, you know what? I'm here telling you about how to let go, and I can't let go. I am looking for my black water bottle. I'm hoping someone will find it, but at the same time, I'm trying to accept that it may be gone, and I may have to replace it. It wasn't particularly nice, wasn't particularly expensive, but it was particularly mine. And it was just something I had every year when I came out here. And now it's gone. And I'm trying to accept that, but I'm struggling. And I don't know if this is a metaphor for you. If it is, maybe there's more meaning to what I'm saying. But I really just do think it's about the water bottle. So can you please help me find this goddamn water bottle? Because I've been taking it easy too long. BMIR, I am David, and that song, this set this morning, dedicated to my black water bottle. I've known lost people. This is a water bottle that I've had for 10, 12, 15, 100 years. Who knows how long I've had this thing, but I'll miss it. Here's to you, black water bottle. Here's to you. This song by Johnny Lee. Johnny Lee Cherokee Fiddle. Good morning, Black Rock City. I have news for you. It is a 2.5 hour wait at Gate Road from greeters to pavement. If you want to book it out of the city, now's the time to do it, unless you haven't slept enough. Please sleep before you drive. Do not drive inebriated, altered, anything like that. And when you get on the road, follow instructions from Black Rock City staff. They are there to help you. Everyone wants to get out of here safely and quickly. Respect your neighbor. Don't be like Butthole Steve. Don't cut through lanes, cut in front of people. Be dangerous. Don't do anything like that. This morning set is dedicated to, in fact, this whole station is dedicated. Now, this year at Burning Man, I think we can all agree on a dedication to my black water bottle, which I cannot find. It is labeled David C. I last saw it on El Popo, the art car. This is going to be a show about letting go of the things that you care deeply about, but it's also going to be a show about not letting go, because I want to find that damn water bottle. I've had it for 12 years and I want it. We have someone in the studio. What is your name?
I am Troll.
Troll. I am David. You came because you're interested in a campmate of mine, Butthole Steve.
Yeah, sorry, say again?
You're interested in a campmate of mine, Butthole Steve.
Yeah. He's been cracking me up the whole burn.
Wow.
We've been stuck in our trailer listening
to BMIR.
To BMIR and, doing what you tell us. And it's been an amazing burn because of that. Because we've just been partying in our trailer. And
wow. Having sex with your neighbors and having sex with yourself.
With all the things.
Yeah.
Having sex with all the things.
Pooping in a bucket.
We heard your mom. My
mom.
I cried.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was,
dude, I'm really touched.
It was so cool that your mom was on the air.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. What's important about Butthole Steve is, look, I'm merely a vessel. Is a president a country?
I got it. You're just a guy.
Is a chef a restaurant?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
It takes a village.
Celebrity? No, they're just a person.
It takes a village to make a village idiot. I am a vessel through which Butthole Steve is voiced, but I am not Butthole Steve. We're all Butthole Steve. Yeah. We're all capable.
Well, I felt like at one point in my camp I was a Butthole Steve.
Exactly. And what did you do?
Just communication. Just talked about it.
No, I mean, what did you do? See, Butthole Steve is the butthole at Burning Man, so you don't have to be.
We'll figure it out later. It's been like figuring it out, man, for me.
Figuring it out, man.
I'm just in my head, and then I get out of my head, and then talk to people, and then it's good. I'm paranoid,
I'm starting to realize that coherency is not your strong suit, but I like you nonetheless. You're a great guest. What I'm saying is Butthole Steve does the thing that you shouldn't do, so you don't have to.
That's right.
If you're thinking of driving...
Right. We throw ourselves on that grenade, right? I'm a troll.
Yep.
I live under a bridge.
Love it.
And I do that so that other people don't have to.
Honestly, for a troll, you look pretty terrible. I mean, you don't look good. Even for a troll.
Don't look at me.
I can't avert my eyes.
Hideous.
It's a new fetish of mine.
you got the
bad
troll. I guess you have
trolls.
Troll love.
Your black water bottle.
Oh, we've got Troll S, if I'm not correct, in the studio. Squeak. You could just put that microphone right up to your mouth. You got it, Squeak. So you two are dating.
We're married.
You're married. I'm divorced, so mazel tov.
Yeah, mazel tov. She's we had a Jewish wedding.
Wow, l'chaim.
Yeah.
I would have invited my mother.
I would have loved to have her.
You only get
and her mother would have loved that.
She would.
The more Jews, the better.
The more Jews, the better. That is a sentiment not shared by one German man with a rather, I think, a great mustache. I'm a fan of that mustache.
Aryan-looking guy.
L'chaim. Well, you only get married for the first time once, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what her mom said too.
Have you seen my black water bottle?
No.
Get the hell out of my studio. BMIR.
I'll go find it.
You
That's
better
what-
go
you
looking.
Get me out of here. A troll will find that.
I just want to say we're glad you stayed put during the emergency. We're glad you listened to us.
Yeah, and you've been just...
Jokes aside, you are just an average-looking guy. You don't look terrible.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little below average, to be honest.
Oh, why you gotta spoil
No, you're
that?
handsome. You're handsome. I'm into it, dude.
Oh, my... Oh,
You two are a
he's
cute
got those.
couple. Get your hands off your nipples.
Oh, it's getting good.
I have a feeling you two...
That's another
That's
thing
a fully erect nipple.
Yeah, well, I pump them up.
Pump them up. Like you don't really
Like
mean it.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
right?
Do you have any
They do that
requests
in
for this
Asia.
morning show? Any musical requests?
Well, punk rock, I love, but, which is good kind of in the morning. People are getting going, so, maybe that'll work. I don't
Thanks
know.
for making the request. I definitely won't play it. All right, Troll and Squeak, you guys are great. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in.
Well,
thanks
for being here. We love you guys.
We love you.
And
I mean that. We love you.
no, I know, and I've really got this burn too. Like, hey, it doesn't mean we're in love with you. I'm in love with her.
Dude, I'm going to tell my therapist I finally made a friend.
Yeah, you got a friend. You got a friend with me, and
You're invited to my birthday.
Alpha Pussy, you're invited to our operation.
Operation. It's a great game. BMIR 94.5 FM. We'll be back after this. Gate wait time, 2.5 hours. If you're going to split, now's the time to do it. But please, I hope you're well rested. If you're not, consider waiting further. We'll be back. BMIR 94.5 FM, the voice of the man, the voice of Black Rock City. I am David, sometimes called 86, sometimes called Butthole Steve, and occasionally known as Please Leave. It's one of my favorite playa names, because wherever I go, people don't want me there. It's been a tough morning, a morning of loss for me, really a morning of loss for everyone. Something grave has happened. I have lost my black water bottle. I've had it for about 12 to 15 years. It is labeled David C. It has a series of stickers on them, most of them BMIR related. As you leave Black Rock City, consider staying back to moop your camp. If your camp is still dirty, pick up that moop. Scoop the moop. Okay? If you aren't scooping the moop, you're a problem. You're going to ruin it for the rest of us. This is a Leave No Trace event that you've agreed to go to. And as you take that extra time to scoop the moop, take extra time to help out your fellow burners by finding my black water bottle. I think that is perhaps the most important thing to take away here. If you're thinking of heading out of the city or you're just hitting the greeters, I've got some good news for you. 2.5 hours wait from the greeters to the gravel on Gate Road. So not bad at all. I expect that to increase over the day, but I'm not a gynecologist, so I can't actually make that prediction. Things are smooth sailing for right now, but please pick a driver who's well rested. If you are not well rested, get that sleep. It would be a shame to have survived and huddled and seen the best of humanity through this rain event, only to get in a car accident or cause some dangerous driving conditions because you're a little tired, inebriated, altered. So please get sleep before you hit the road. That is number one. That is maybe the 15th principle. The 14th being locate my black water bottle labeled David C. But again, this is a show about accepting loss, right? I'm definitely not fixating on my black water bottle that I last saw on El Popo, the art car. That is the octopus that shoots fire, possibly in the flatbed of my friend's truck. Definitely not fixating on my black water bottle named David C. that if you find it, you can bring to BMIR at 545 in Esplanade. It's about acceptance. And so I've got a great song for you by John Prine, who we lost just a few years ago at the beginning of COVID. This is about loss, bittersweet loss, and I think it really captures what's going on between the citizens of Black Rock City and the tragic loss of my black water bottle labeled David C. BMIR 94.5 FM. I am David, sometimes known as 86. Wherever I go, I'm 86. Occasionally known as the voice of Butthole Steve. We are here. It's a beautiful morning. Just a 2.5 hour wait from greeters to pavement. If you're thinking of getting out of the city, now might be a time to do it, but please do so safely. We are talking an important topic that's on the minds of really everyone here on Black Rock City as we get through this rain event, as we get home. We're talking about loss, specifically the loss of my black water bottle with the label David C on it. It is no longer in my possession, and I think everyone can relate to that. I'm torn. I'm between two places right now. I'm between acceptance and dire need. I want this thing back to the point where I can't stop fixating on it, and yet I know that I have to let it go. I'm going to play a song now by Patsy Cline, who likely used a time machine before she died to come to this point in Black Rock City and write a song in metaphor about this exact situation with my water bottle. I think Patsy Cline knows that my water bottle right now is with someone else, and so let's play She's Got You. Ooh, Patsy Cline wrote that song about the loss of my water bottle. A black water bottle labeled David C. If you see it laying around, please do bring it by 545 and Esplanade. Here we are, gateway times 2.5 hours. We'll get a new report just after 9 p.m. Black Rock Central Time. When we get that report, I will update you. I do expect that to increase. But right now, smooth sailing. I have been in contact with the authorities here at Black Rock City. They have elected not to shut down the city over the loss of my water bottle and ask everyone to search for it. I don't agree with that decision, but that is the decision that is being made. It was last seen on El Popo, the art car. If everyone could go to their camp and wake them up urgently for this important matter that's important to really everyone here leaving. As you leave your camp, scoop the moop the scoop. Don't leave a mess. Don't trash the place. Don't be the kind of person that leaves behind a mess for someone else to clean up. That's the kind of person somebody I know is, and that somebody is Butthole Steve. Butthole Steve is that way, so you don't have to be. You get to point at him and say he was the butthole and I wasn't. You get to feel good about yourself to know that you weren't that guy or that person. BMIR 94.5 FM. I'm going to open up the phone lines accepting condolences about that black water bottle. That phone line number is 1-888-LAB DUST. That's 1-888-522-3878. And as you drive out, you will be on a vehicle, and that vehicle will have wheels. How's that for a transition into a fantastic song called Wheels by the Flying Burrito Brothers? RIMB 5.49 in reverse, BMIR 94.5 forwards. We don't discriminate here to people who are living in the reverse. But if you're living in the reverse, this show is going to be in forward, so we'll have to get a reverse to forward or forward to reverse translator for you, which you can get at mock.urmb. So here we are. Current gate wait times 2.5 hours as of 8 p.m. Please do drive safely. I just got a report that people on the road are occasionally not courteous to their neighbor, cutting them off, weaving through lanes. Don't be that guy, is my advice to you. If you have found a black water bottle labeled David C., do bring it to our camp. We are talking about loss of things important to everybody. In my case, a water bottle. Caller, you're on the air. How do you deal with loss?
Hi, David Super. It's LM.
LM.
It's LM.
You are one of my favorite campmates that we have lost this year a little bit early. Thank you for calling.
I miss you, and I miss the Red Scare, and I miss everyone at BMIR, but what I'm really devastated about is your black water bottle.
I know. I think we all are. I think we all are, LM.
I'm sitting here, and I can't, and I've got to do this cleanup. I got to get on the road tomorrow to visit my parents for my dad's birthday, my whole family, and all I can think about is this water bottle.
I know.
I'm devastated.
I know. I don't know why the authorities here at the city won't do a full city shutdown, but they're not doing that. And gateway times are 2.5 hours, which is just amazing, LM, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, not counting the part where you're in the city, but yeah, that is amazing. However, when I drove out, there was nobody in front of me or behind me.
You got out
anywhere.
You got out before the mudstorm, didn't you?
Yes, I'm kind of sad about it. I'm kind of also grateful about it. But yes, I did. I got out probably about a day before. I kind of pushed it as much as I could, and then I started hearing the reports about the weather, and I was like,
time to hit the road.
I didn't think it was going to be all that, of course, but I was like, it's enough, even a little bit will shut down Gate Road, and that's not where I wanted to sit. So, and a lot of people are sitting in
They are.
the deep playa.
Yeah, a lot of people couldn't wait that 24 hours, and now they're going to have to wait like 72 hours, aren't they?
So, maybe more. I don't know. I mean, some of those are going to be tough to get out. They're looking pretty deep.
Yeah.
But they might have the water bottle. Maybe we'll bring it back to you after they get out.
That's the hope.
They have to have hope.
And
Have hope.
I think the message here is ambivalence. You're happy you got out, but you're sad you got out as well. I think that's how I felt about the rain event. It was kind of wonderful to get through, but horrible at the same time. And I think that's the message behind my water bottle. Losing it is going to be difficult, not just for me, but for everybody, but we'll get through it. And yet we hope it'll be returned, don't we?
I love the hope. Humans have hope, and I have all the hope about your water bottle.
LM, I love you to death.
Love you.
I'm so glad you called.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for the show, and thank you, Butthole Steve, too.
Dude.
Your second persona. He's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thanks,
Love
LM.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There she goes, LM, one of our great campmates here at RMIB 5.49 in reverse. Well, here we are. BMIR 94.5 FM, the voice of the man, the voice of Black Rock City. We'll be back in just a few moments. And we're back with BMIR 94.5. I am David. I'll be here with you for the next hour as we navigate through these difficult times. I do have good news for you. As of 9 a.m., that is 4 minutes ago, the estimated wait time from greeters to gravel is still 2.5 hours. So that number is not increasing. My estimate that it would was patently wrong. How about that? It persists at 2.5 hours. That does not include the time to get to the greeters. It also doesn't include the time to get your you-know-what together, because you say you're going to leave at 9 a.m., but then you end up leaving at 5 p.m. because you thought you had less to do. We are here collectively grieving the loss of a black water bottle that belonged to me. We'll get through these difficult times. We got through the rain by helping each other out, and we're going to get through this by helping me out selflessly. We have a caller on the line. Caller, welcome to the show.
Hi, my name is Melissa Irino. How are you, David L?
I am David C., not David L. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Dude. Look, it was a giant accident, but I totally confiscated your black water bottle. I thought it was mine, and I'm out in Virginia now, so if you want it back, you're going to have to come see me in Virginia. I'm really sorry, dude.
All right.
I'm so sorry,
Looks
dude.
like I'm talking to my future ex-wife. It's nice to have you on the show.
Woo!
right.
Absolutely.
I mean,
also, I have a message from Larry Harvey. I'm one of those channelers. You know how you channel like dead people and crap? And he's been bugging the crap out of me
all right.
to say to you guys, good show. Thank you for enduring the immobility. It enabled me to go to galaxies and dimensions that were not thought possible. And sending mad love out the man, the temple, and what's it called? Oh, Thunderdome. Thunderdome is the rock. Thunderdome is the rock.
It's a dome of thunder.
Dude. So if you want to give me your address later, I'll send you your water bottle back.
Yeah.
I thought it was mine. I apologize so much. Unless maybe it's not yours and somebody else actually has it.
It could be.
That would make more sense. Since I never made it to the playa this year.
Wow. What a perfectly coherent call. Logical consistency, clear narrative, connectivity. It really wrapped things together in the end. We all understood what you were saying, especially me. Thank you for the call. The number 1-888-LAB-DUST. That's 1-888-522-3878. For those living in reverse, the number is 8783-225-8881. That is TSD BAL 8881 for those living in reverse. We are all collectively mourning the loss of my water bottle. We are all getting up, getting ready to leave the city. And the current estimated wait time from greeters to gravel, still 2.5 hours. Now, this song is sort of a meta dedication. It's dedicated to this show. If you are listening to this show, it is definitely an unwelcome guest in your home, in your car, in your ear hole. BMIR 94.5 FM. I am David. We've got an announcement to make. There's a gentleman named Ray Butler in a vehicle with a woman named Natalie. That vehicle is a gray Toyota Ram pickup. They have left without their daughter-in-law, Katie. So if you see such a gray Toyota Ram pickup with two people in it, a man and a woman, Katie needs her meds. She's wondering why you left without her. You can get in contact by calling or texting. Or you can turn around, but Katie is in need of her medication. So if you see that person in line and you're stopped, or in fact, if you are listening, Ray Butler and Natalie, in that Ram, please do contact your daughter-in-law, Katie. This is BMIR 94.5 FM, the voice of the man, the voice of Black Rock City. Let's go to break. BMIR 94.5, I am David. If you're thinking of leaving the city, there'll be a little bit of traffic throughout that city, but once you get to those greeters, the wait time from greeters to gravel at Gate Road is 2.5 hours. To me, that seems like smooth sailing. It was not so long ago that wait time was 8 hours, and by not so long ago, I mean last night. I am on 2 hours of sleep. I am delirious. I am trying to locate a black water bottle labeled David C. It is a program about loss. It is a program about ambivalence, a program about acceptance. Words, how do they work? Nobody knows. We will find that water bottle. If you know where that is, come to BMIR at 545 in Esplanade. Let's talk music here. We're doing a little bit of country music, so let's play this one by Ray Price. I want my goddamn water bottle. Where is it? If you've seen it, bring it to BMIR 94.5 FM. We're at 545 in Esplanade. I can't deal with this shit. Where is my water bottle? It is black. It is labeled David C. If you've seen it, please bring it. We're doing a program about acceptance. We accept losing things, and we have a man in the studio here, I think, looking for a ride. What is your name?
Hi, everyone out there. My name is The Jedi. I am polycampers this year, but all my stuff and everything that I'm camped at right now is at 545 in F. And I just want to put a call out there. Anybody in town who's in an RV or a truck or something that could take a few bags, we're looking for a ride. Myself, The Jedi, and my partner Andrea, we have gas money and we can drive. We're just trying to get out of here today so we can make our flights back to New York and
That's where I'm headed.
Get back to our...
So from what airport are you flying?
We're flying out of Reno.
Okay.
And we have hotel rooms at the GSR, so we could just get dropped off at the GSR, and that would be so much love.
And you guys are good for gas money and all that?
Yep, we're good for gas money, and we're good drivers, too. So
good.
If you want to switch seats and take a nap while we ride out, that's totally fine, too.
Seem like a nice man. I trust you. Have you seen my water bottle?
I have not.
Get out! No, I'm kidding. So your name's The Jedi. Your partner's name is?
Andrea.
Andrea, and you guys are found where?
545 in F, Mo Better Burners. There's 2 shipping containers there and a small hearth out front, like a small little fire pit.
Awesome.
And, a couple canvas tents.
And you guys have 2 bikes?
We have no bikes.
No bikes. All right, just a couple bags.
Yeah, just for, luggage bags that
cool.
you would put on a plane.
Where are we going to in New York when we get back?
We're going back to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, I've heard of it. I'm in Manhattan. That's east of there?
Yeah,
I hear it's nice. Yeah, there's like a river, and then it's wild. I should check it out sometime. Yeah. We should hang out. I have no friends. Do you want to come to my birthday? It'll just be you and me.
When is it?
It's June 18, yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. My birthday's June 4th. You got to come to mine first.
I'm going to tell my psychiatrist I finally made a friend. All right, 5:45 and F, The Jedi and Andrea, just a couple bags, looking to go to Reno to catch a flight. Thanks for coming in, dude.
Yeah, thank you for the time. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, although I don't like that you haven't found my water bottle. I got to be honest with you. We've been looking for it all morning.
Maybe I can find you a new one.
Hey, this show's about acceptance. It's about loss. And since we're both going back to New York, let's play In Tall Buildings, where there are tall buildings, by John Hartford. RIMB MF 5.49 in reverse, BMIR 94.5 FM in forwards. I am David, and I am deliriously tired. I got 2 hours of sleep, and I think a lot of people at Black Rock City who are leaving are wondering, where is my black water bottle? We just don't know. It is labeled David C. If you get eyes on it, please do bring it to 545 in Esplanade. We have a caller on the line. Caller, welcome to the show. Thank you for patiently waiting.
Thanks for having me, David. Sorry about your water bottle, man.
Yeah, it's not just my loss, it's everyone's loss. What's on your mind?
Well, it's not too late. It could always turn up. You know how it is.
I do.
The Playa provides.
I hope.
Hey, curious what you do in the default world. It sounds like you're pretty comfortable on the radio.
Believe it or not, I'm in commercial radio. Surprise. So that's what I do for a living. What do you do?
Actually, warehousing and distribution. I'm a 20-year burner, and I couldn't make it this year. So I stayed really close to the radio and made me feel like I was home.
Good.
But
let me ask
had
you...
the unique perspective of being outside and seeing all the media coverage, and it caught wildfire. I even got my hair cut today, and the person cutting my hair told me all about what was happening out at Burning Man, which I thought kind of interesting.
Wild.
In rural Indiana. Yeah.
So when you saw it wasn't a disaster. We called it an inclement weather event, which I thought was such a funny way to message it. Were you upset that you weren't here going through that kind of horrible but in some ways awesome situation, or were you glad you weren't here?
I got to admit a little bit. First, I was glad, but then I realized as I was kind of processing along with everybody else the circumstances that to stick it out and to go through this would be, a great honor as a burner.
Yeah.
So those who got the fear and couldn't handle it and had to bail, I know the first thing they thought or felt when they got to safety was regret that they didn't stick it through to see the party, pick back up again. So
honestly, it was awesome to see neighbors helping neighbors in need, and neighbors receiving help from neighbors. I don't know. When a tragedy, it's not the right word. When a disaster like this happens, disaster's not even the right word either. When something like this happens, it's awesome to see the best in humanity. Even though the news is going to just give you the clip of the one D-bag who gets stuck in the mud.
It was obvious they wanted it to be the next Fire Festival. Everybody wanted to take joy in other people's hardships. Or I even had a friend, I used to live in Reno, reach out to me, and he was kind of gleeful that it was not going well, and he was kind of a guy who never had the courage to go. So I threw that back in his face, and I think as the party continued, I think everybody was kind of upset in some weird way that things weren't tragic,
It's funny. I do feel like the topic of this show is ambivalence, feeling two things at the same time that are in contradiction. We don't want to be the people that slow down on the freeway to stare at the accident and cause the traffic jam, and yet we always do it. And so it's very human to point at people suffering and say, haha, you deserve that, but at the same time also show the best in humanity by helping your neighbor. So I get it. It's only human, but what we want to try to do more of is helping the neighbor instead of laughing at the neighbor in need, right?
Yeah, so I think that it got a lot of attention for the right reasons. I think that the principles were on full display to anybody who wanted to dig down further, and I think it was ultimately good for the festival.
I hope so.
The scary part was, though, if it did rain, what if it just kept raining and it never stopped? Then, what could happen in that situation? And I know it's incredibly unlikely,
But that can happen anywhere. We've seen hurricanes destroy towns, destroy communities, all over this country, all over the world. So, the hope is it doesn't happen, but we would deal with something like that if it did happen. And I think the authorities were ready to help. It just never was going to get to that point. It was just people were held up for 36 hours. When you really look at it, people were held up for 36 hours. But yeah, I don't know what the answer to your question is, but I do know if it did happen, we would deal with it as best we could.
Sure.
Yeah,
and it's not just a big party of a bunch of teenagers at a festival.
No,
it's people who are prepared and came prepared.
It's wild how many adults with serious professional lives live here, and while they may act like insane hippies for a brief second, when what hits the fan, they can bind together, group together to fix things and to make things better.
Well, anyway, it was very humorous. This is why I'm calling. Is that the person cutting my hair, my stylist, quote unquote, she said that everybody out at Burning Man was suffering from trench fever.
Yes.
And,
Yep.
I knew the origin of where that came from. Your campmate, Steve.
Yep.
But
who may or may not be speaking into the microphone right now. 20 minutes after we went to air with Trenchfoot in the Butthole, a major publication that starts with the letter F went to air with, hey, people are getting Trenchfoot out there, which is so funny to me.
Well, I think it's morphed into trench fever now, and what's happening, they say what's happening is that the Sandy huts are seeping into the muddy water, and it's getting into people's body.
Yep.
Via cuts and other micro abrasions, and then people are becoming zombies. And
oh boy, yep, that seems.
So it wasn't really Ebola. It's something else entirely that's mutating in the desert. So thanks a lot, Obama.
Thanks, Joseph Obama, Trump, Smith, Reagan, for your emails. What about the emails? The emails. We don't talk about the emails. People are nuts. Thanks for the call, brother.
Well, anyway, when are you getting out of there?
Why? You want to hang out? I don't have any friends.
You know, I noticed some northern Midwest in your voice, the accent. You said about one time.
I'm from Canada, actually. It's a weird vibe going on there. I'm midway between a U.S. and Canadian accent. I don't know who I am.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll come introduce myself next year. Give you a hug.
I'd like that.
So your job well done this year, and maybe I'll see Steve also.
Dude. Thanks for the call. 1-888-LAB-DUST. That's 1-888-522-3878. We are talking about acceptance. We are talking about loss. In particular, my black water bottle labeled David C. Last seen on El Popo, the art car. If people could go to that camp and wake all of them up for this urgent matter and have them deliver it to me if it was found, that would be great. This song I do dedicate to my relationship with that water bottle. It is called Faded Love. It is a shining example of Bob Wills and Western swing. BMIR 94.5. Current wait time at the gate, that is greeters to pavement, is 2.5 hours. If you are well rested, if and only if you are well rested and sober and not in an altered state of mind, not that you would ever do anything like that, hit the road. Now is a good time to leave the city. The report was 2.5 hours just an hour ago, so that is consistent. Doesn't seem like wait times are increasing for now. Now would be a good time to leave the city, but please keep in mind that is from greeters to gravel. That does not include navigating the city. Could be a little bit longer. Your mileage may vary. That is an estimated time. And as you are leaving, don't be a butthole. Do not cut people off. Do not drive dangerously. Do not go faster than 5 miles an hour in the city and 10 miles an hour outside of the city once you're on Gate Road. Just, I don't know, be a good neighbor, if you know what I mean. Be a good neighbor. I think the most important thing on people's minds at this time is my black water bottle. It is labeled David C. If you see it, please return it to BMIR 94.5 FM, the voice of the man, the voice of Black Rock City. RIMB MF 5.94 in reverse, BMIR 94.5 FM in forwards. We have our lines open, talking about an important pressing issue to the citizens of Black Rock City. That issue, of course, the loss of my black water bottle. I am David. That water bottle is labeled David C. It means a lot to me, and yet at the same time, we are talking about acceptance, what it's like to lose something and be at peace with it. I'm trying to get through both at the same time. I'm fixated on this thing. I want it back. I've had it for 12 years. I've brought it to every burn I've ever been to. And yet, I'm trying to accept the loss of it. But if I find it, I might have a satisfied mind. Here's Pete Drake and his amazing talking steel guitar with a satisfied mind. BMIR 94.5 FM, the voice of the man, the voice of Black Rock City. We have a caller on the line. I am David, looking for a black water bottle labeled David C. If anyone sees it, please return it to BMIR. Caller, you're on the air.
David, my name's Jerry. I hope you find your water bottle, dude.
I think we all hope I find my water bottle, mostly because it'll make me shut up.
Well, you don't have to shut up. You can go on and sing the praises of your water bottle. Describe the contents and the outside with all the stickers and stuff.
Yeah, water
I get
is
it.
mostly the contents. What's on your mind,
Yeah.
caller? Did you make it to Black Rock City this year or not?
I did not. I have never been to Black Rock City except virtually.
I see.
My career has kept me from it for this, that, or the other reason. I have watched live feed and listened to you DJs, and you guys have made me feel like I'm there.
You know, I have a pal and one of the early supporters of my radio career, a man named Terry, who's never been to Burning Man. And he explains how he lives through the event by talking to people in Camp Envy, by listening to BMIR, by watching the webcast. And I really do feel like my friend is a burner. And I feel like if you identify like that, you definitely are a burner.
I definitely do. Here in Birmingham, Alabama, we got all the ingredients to really do a regional, but there are other regionals close: Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina.
You are aware that people jokingly refer to this event as Birmingham, so in some sense you're already here.
I am there.
Yeah.
I do have a friend who got an art honorarium. Her name is Hannah Warren. She made a piece entitled Lucid Beacon.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. Maybe she's still out there packing up.
Maybe.
Getting in that line of traffic and stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like you guys had a blast. You just rolled with it.
We tried our best.
And I appreciate it.
I appreciate you calling. And I you know what, from one burner to another, sometimes our careers get in the way. I'm sure your life is filled with things that make missing this, acceptable. But I feel like you're here in spirit.
Yeah.
I really do. And I think anyone who kind of is plugged in and lives by the 10 principles as best they can is definitely a burner. Because getting here is difficult. Not everyone can do it. But embodying what this event is not difficult. Anyone can do that.
Well, thank you. I'm honored that you said that.
I didn't mean a word of it, and I hate you. No, I'm kidding. I meant every word.
You. No. What radio station are you the master of in real life?
I'm actually not going to disclose that because I just...
Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
I feel like it would be cheap. I'm sure you could find me if you Googled me, but yeah, I feel like that would go against what we're all about here.
Maybe if I don't see you next year, I'll catch you on air next year.
Maybe you will, and you can come to the station if you make it here. But I'd be like Diplo if I told you where to find me. I'd be Butthole Steve if I told you what my Instagram was. Thanks for the call.
Don't be Butthole Steve.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. BMIR 94.5 FM. I am in search of a black water bottle labeled David C. But I think a lot of people were struggling to get out of here, and it was very difficult, and they had to make changes to plans. And in some cases, there was a financial hit, maybe changing a flight, maybe extending a hotel booking, who knows what. Maybe you just didn't have that bus fare you needed to Kentucky. BMIR 94.5 FM. We have a gentleman in the studio who has an announcement to make. Welcome. What is your name?
Santos.
Santos, and you have lost something.
Yeah, I lost my phone.
Well, listen, that is a low priority announcement. The whole city is searching for a black water bottle labeled David C., but I guess we can get your announcement out. Where did you last see this phone?
So I was last night, we were at the... what was that temple that burned at midnight?
It was the temple of something that burned at midnight.
Yes.
I was there, and I should know this, and I don't. And you lost your water. You lost your phone.
I
there.
know we're looking for your water bottle. It's more important than my phone.
I know.
I'm tired of using my girlfriend's phone, so
we all understand.
I really need my phone back.
So have you tried Find My or whatever? It's like this app. I found my phone using that. Yeah.
It's an Android, so I don't know. Most people have iPhones. Seems
yeah,
like.
no, I get it. I don't know why we're walking advertisement for a really evil company. But okay, so you last saw it around the circle of where that burn was.
Perimeter, the perimeter.
Do you remember where in the perimeter you were?
It must have pointing to 2:00.
Okay,
if you face the Babylon temple, that was
the name of the burn. I knew that. I was just making sure you knew that. because I work for the media of this
Yeah, I know, you
organization,
should
so I
know.
definitely remember that. So you found it at the 2 o'clock-ish perimeter.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's what I
facing
looked-
2 o'clock.
Yeah,
so that would
facing-
be,
yeah.
it's like 11 or 12. I'm so confused. It was an Android phone.
It was
Any-
an Android phone. It's Galaxy S22. It's black and it has a clear cover with a black with a blue case.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you find it, we are lost and found. We're gonna be there.
Okay. Good. Is there any details about the lock screen
Yeah,
of
the
the phone?
lock screen is an airplane. It's a World War II airplane.
And you're here with your girlfriend right
yeah,
now?
I'm here with my girlfriend.
And you chose you chose to make your lock screen an airplane instead of your girlfriend?
Well,
I can see where your priorities
I don't
lie.
get in trouble in that. Yeah,
Yeah.
If we find your water bottle, I'll make a.
It's okay. My lock screen is my cat, but my girlfriend doesn't mind. I don't think
Yeah.
she loves the cat more than me too. So,
I bet.
but maybe consider maybe a photo of your lovely girlfriend who's patient with you.
If I found my phone back, I'll
who
probably
is-
change it now.
She
yeah.
is staying with you while you look for your phone
I
because you're an
know.
idiot. No, I'm kidding. You're not an idiot. It could happen to anybody.
No, I was very careful throughout the whole week, and the last night out,
happens.
it came out of my pocket.
Just
so.
gotta forgive yourself. But I think you would be surprised at the number of phones that get reunited with their owners.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'm
good luck to you.
hoping. Yeah, thank you.
What is your name again?
Santos.
And you'll be at the Lost and Found.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the Lost
But
and
you're
Found
not
until
going to be
2.
there all day. So what
No.
are your coordinates of your camp?
Oh no, we're leaving.
You're
I'm-
leaving.
Yeah, I'm just staying. I'm staying around Lost
Okay.
and Found. So yeah, we're ready to go. As
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
in.
thank you for
But
entertaining
again,
us. I love it. Yeah,
mo-
I'll keep an eye for your
Please
water
do.
bottle.
Yeah. That is
yeah.
less important than that is. Do you want to?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay, so we have another announcement to make. We have no problem, Santos. Good luck finding the phone. I will stop joking around for a little minute, and I will say that searching for that phone is definitely less important than searching for my water bottle. We have someone else in the studio who wants to make an announcement. It is about a ride, I believe, to San Francisco.
That's right. I'm looking for a ride. 2 people to San Francisco today. We had a ride scheduled this morning, but they left without us. And so we're kind of desperate to get back to San Francisco today, 2 of us. My name is Ben Schiller, and you can contact me at Laka Laka Camp, which is 245E. I'm also on phone 347-342-6787, 347-342-6787.
Okay, but probably the best place to find you is at your camp, so why don't you tell me where those coordinates are again?
Yeah, it's at 245E.
Okay, and what's the name of the camp? Any landmarks, anything like that?
Laka Laka, it's a healing camp.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, Ben Schiller,
Ben Schiller, yeah.
and you're looking for a ride for 2 people
Yep.
to San Francisco. Bikes, bags, what kind of gear you got?
We just got like 2.5 suitcases.
Great.
Nothing
So
major.
minimal gear, 2
Yeah.
bodies. You guys are good for gas and everything?
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Great. 245
E.
and E.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben Schiller. La Laka Kaka Baka Shaka Waka.
Laka Laka, it's a great camp.
It's a great camp. All right. Hopefully that works out for you, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much.
Got an important announcement to make. Breaking news. I have lost my black water bottle. It is labeled David C. We are all trying to bind together. Thanks, man. Bind together and find this thing as we get through this rain event. So, here we are. Here we are. BMIR 94.5 FM, the voice of the man, the voice of Black Rock City. We'll be back. All right, David here, BMIR 94.5 FM. Whitefish is going to join you in a few minutes' time. He's got a great show planned for you. Current gate wait times as of 9 a.m. Current gate wait times as of 9 a.m. is 2.5 hours. We will have a new updated time for you very shortly. That is from greeters to gravel. That does not include navigating the city, and that is just an estimate. So that's all we got for you at this time, but we will get a new update on that soon. I see that information coming in, but it's not yet complete. We are going to conclude this search for my black water bottle that I purchased 15 years ago. If anyone has seen it, I left it at El Popo and I want it back. But yet I'm trying to accept the loss. I'm trying to grieve the loss of an important thing that I think is not just important for me and not just important for you, but important for everyone. Reuniting me with a black water bottle labeled David C. with all kinds of BMIR stickers on it. I want to say this. The last time I saw it was 15 years ago. And by that I mean when I purchased it, it was 15 years ago. So we're going to hear just kind of a touching heartbreaking song between the late John Prine and Lee Ann Womack. It's a great track off of For Better or Worse. We'll come back and sign off after that, and then Whitefish on the air. BMIR 94.5 FM. We have not located my black water bottle labeled David C. It's a great tragedy to all of us. I wish I could say something with creative substance. I wish I could wrap this up with some moral. But I guess all there is to say is sometimes you have to accept loss. I have to accept it, and you have to accept it. And yet, at the same time, hope. Hope that someone will come by with that black water bottle with BMIR 95.5 FM stickers on it and return it to me. Current gate wait time as of 9 a.m. is 2.5 hours. That is from greeters to gravel. That does not include the time to navigate the city. So please be advised. And if you are going on the road, I hope you're well rested. I hope your driver's well rested. And I hope that you are courteous. You don't cut people off. You don't speed. You don't go faster than 5 miles an hour on this sometimes treacherous city to navigate. And once you get onto Gate Road, that is 10 miles an hour. Be kind. You will get home. Everyone else is trying to get home. Be patient. We're all trying to get you out of the city safely. We have in the studio a campmate of mine, a friend of mine. Her name is Alpha Pussy. Alpha, I'm so glad to see you. You wanted to come on the air to do something, and I don't know what.
I did. Good morning, Black Rock City. Alpha Pussy here, live, real, and raw.
First, can I tell people what you do? You draw the map for the city. You do amazing work for Burning Man. You are insanely talented. You do a lot of the branding for our station. You make wonderful handouts, wonderful gifts, wonderful stickers. You are immensely talented, and I love you as a friend.
I adore you, Butthole Steve, and thank you so much for that. It truly is a light of my life, giving back to my community. I'm utilizing my passion as a graphic designer to make it work for me out here, and it keeps me fed and watered.
Good.
And I'm really happy about that. But yes, so we're here on Rimbey. It's like right in my backyard. And I'm here to present Butthole Steve with the Burning Man 2023 Necklace Factory Award of Excellence. And this is number 264 out of 350. Vanna, will you show her what she's won, please?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
May I present your prize?
Wow, this is really something. I do appreciate that, Alpha Pussy. Butthole Steve, of course, doesn't appreciate it. This is fantastic. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
It's a wonderful pendant.
It's actually a medal.
It's like a military medal.
Wow,
Yeah.
I've won something, finally. I'm going to tell my therapist I'm good at something.
It's a little pin for your butthole.
He won't believe me.
It's butthole bling.
Butthole bling.
Since we're talking about buttholes, I'd like to say hello to my dearest friends who have departed for the city, or actually the country of Colorado. I want to say hello to Butthole Troll and Squeak. They were on air this morning. I love you. Please drive safely, and we'll do it again.
Okay. Is there more you want to...
Well, there's also an accompanying poster that was created by the Necklace Factory. It's about animal, plant, mineral, earth, wind, fire. You can see it. See what you've won?
Wow.
Everybody gets a car, but this is for you. Butthole Steve, we love what you do.
Thank you.
Maybe we can start a GoFundMe for your missing water bottle.
It was a rather expensive bottle. I think it cost maybe $7 or $8. It wasn't a particularly good bottle. It was starting to get dented and a little bit moldy. It smelled, but what it was my bottle.
Yeah, no. I just really hope, no one sat on it.
It wasn't a good bottle.
Yeah.
It wasn't even, a great bottle, but it was mine.
Congratulations, Butthole Steve.
Thank you, Alpha.
Won Burning Man. Drive safely, everyone. Alpha Pussy loves you.
All right. 2.5 hours at the gate from gravel to greeters. That is of 9 a.m. We will get your 10 a.m. report relatively soon. I'm signing off. This is David. This is Butthole Steve. This is so many things. And this is your friend. Thank you for listening to BMIR 94.5. Up next, Whitefish. All right, podcast listeners, it's David again. This is going well, I think. That was the show in its entirety. If you somehow made it to the end, I do recommend you see a psychiatrist. What is wrong with you? Why would you voluntarily listen to all that? And the reason I'm here at the end of the show, I do want to tell you something. After all that, after that hunt for the water bottle, I found it the next day in my belongings. I know.